Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to Live at the Waterhole, and it is so good to have you with us here once again. It is actually only 11 a.m. here in South Africa, so in fact good morning, but I'm sure it's good afternoon to some of you there around the world as well. My name is Amy and I will be with you for the show today. I'm looking forward to seeing what we find, what comes out to the water today. We're starting off here at Tau, a group of white-faced whistling ducks. It looks like some red-billed teals are around in the background there on the water as well. And who knows what we are going to have pop up for us, but I am definitely looking forward to seeing anything and everything. Maybe we're going to spot some migratory birds today. Maybe there'll be some elephant pool parties around. I am just ready really for anything to see with you all and relax and enjoy the show. Now remember everyone that this is of course an active show, so you can chat to me. You can send through any comments and questions that you may have, and you can do so through the Wild Earth website or the app. You can also chat to us through the YouTube chat stream. You can join the conversation on X using the hashtag Wild Earth. Or you can WhatsApp through your comments and questions through our WhatsApp line. Simply just add the number that will be shown to you on screen as a contact, and then you can use that at your convenience. Mercedes, hello. It is very good to have you on board with us as well. Really great. And it is happy Saturday. My goodness me. Can't believe it. And Melanistic Marble, hello. You say it's morning in the UK as well. Well, I'm glad to hear that it's also morning on your side. But no matter whether it's morning or afternoon, wherever you are, maybe even nighttime, the animals are here and hopefully going to come down for a drink. Now in the Lowveld, it's actually quite cool today in comparison to yesterday. It's quite overcast, windy, sort of not, I would say, the greatest weather in comparison to some of the other beautiful days we've had, but often the animals do like to be moving around with the coolness, especially some of the predators. So who knows if we get lucky at one of the locations in the Lowveld. It is Saturday today, after all. Pajabad, I know, my word. I also just finished watching the rugby. It was quite the match between the Springboks and the All Blacks, and a very intense ending. I was jumping up and down, shouting, as I normally do when things are quite intense. But I'm glad the Springboks had somewhat of victory in the second half, and we could at least show that we can score a few tries. Good start, yes. Some whistling ducks to just ease the tension, maybe do some deep breathing. Malika, for ducks, you love them. They are beautiful, and the lighting is just really stunning here in this spot. White-faced whistling ducks don't get the most attention in the world, but the sunshine here and also summer means that we really get to see the detail. I mean, that beautiful color on the neck that fades into black on the head. They've got some lovely striped on the side and their flank wing. Hello, you as well. Lovely to have you with us. You're from KwaZulu-Natal. I'm not sure what the weather is doing on that side, but hopefully it's a bit sunnier and less windy than it is where I am today. Catherine, my goodness, you say you had 4 degrees Celsius more summer. Well, for those in the Northern Hemisphere, that is going to be the case more and more going forward now. September is the beginning of the change of season on both sides. For us, it's warming significantly. Alrighty, well, a beautiful start with these white-faced whistling, and while they sit and chill out at we go Donyo. Well, this is one of my favorite one, and we have a beautiful elephant, some zebra. There was a oryx there, and a giraffe arriving. They clearly got the memo that it's the start of the live at the Waterhole show.
What does it take to handle the wild? Balance. Determination. Focus.
Yaku!
And gear that can take a beating so you don't have to.
Do you want to know why impala are the most common antelope we find here in the Kruger National Park? You can ask me questions like this in real time. Our safaris are live and interactive here in the heart of Africa. Join me on Safari Live. Connect with nature.
That is brilliant. Real? You say the best kind of roadblock? Absolutely. Look at this.
Hello, girls.
Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Wild Earth Travel's newsletter is your passport to a magical journey. Explore exclusive travel options featuring special offers at stunning Wild Earth locations and all hosted by your favorite presenters. Don't miss out. Head over to our website and subscribe to the Wild Earth Travel newsletter today and stay in the know on all our unforgettable adventures. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Beautiful. Nice to hear the sounds as well of the zebras moving. That's just one thing. The animals are quite confident, although the zebras are always confident. But maybe even the giraffe will try its luck. A few giraffes actually. Oh, Lenny, thank you. I'm glad to know One Ton was here. He's a big tusker of an elephant that often, well, not, I wouldn't say often, but some frequent area. Also approaching. But seems like a third giraffe wants to come and see if they can get in. This elephant seems very relaxed. Really, it is great to see so many animals around, and they are loving their time here. We might even get an art as well. Let's get one more of these out. Wanting to come to the water just okay.
Let's go and take a look. See you out there.
The Wild Earth Impact Foundation is a non-profit that uses the power of wildlife storytelling as a force for good. We create sustainable development projects that showcase conservation stories, empower people, and inspire environmental action. As a registered South African PBO, you can make a tax-deductible donation to the Wild Earth Impact Foundation. To find out more, visit our website.
Would you like to know at what age a buffalo calf gets its horns? These are questions that you can ask me in real time. Our safaris are live and interactive here in the heart of Africa. Join me on Safari Live and connect with nature.
Hello everyone, I do apologize for leaving you all there for a little bit, but I think we have sorted out the issue that we had. And this scene at Oldonyo is so stunning, even with some warthogs arriving now. Does look like this elephant has finished his drink and is deciding to head off. I don't know, hopefully we'll see some more eddies. But we don't see the oryx here every single day, so it is nice to have them around more and more. Oh, here's another giraffe. Well, so much variety here at Oldonyo. I'm sure we'll be back, but I believe there is a penguin to see at Stony Point, so let's head over there. Well, we have become very familiar with the penguins here at Stony Point, and it's actually been a while since I've caught up with them. We know that there was a pair who had two little ones, I think it was in this cavity. I'm not sure. I'm sure they've grown so big already. This little penguin doing some preening. You can see how it uses its beak to comb through its feathers there. Oh, granola, no. That's one of the great things about this location here in Betty's Bay in the Western Cape of Africa is the sound of the ocean. Yeah, recycled teenager. It's such an interesting point that you mention about predator and prey and breeding seasons. In some ways, yes. Some species do coincide their breeding times predator-wise with the dry season, when animals are weaker and it's easier to hunt because there's less vegetation around, so it's easier to move around and to see prey. For example, wild dogs den in about June, July, going into the end of the dry season, which is all happening basically around now. The pups are out and they're moving around more, leaving the dens, but that tends to happen in the dry time. I wonder if it's going to decide to come out at all. Well, while this penguin hangs out in this spot, let's head over to a heron who's arrived at town. Now, yesterday we watched a heron here at Tau, probably the same one. Very stealthy, eyeing out something. Maybe we'll see it catch something today. And these birds will also be coming into breeding season and plumage. They get quite bright beaks and very pretty coloration. Similar to what they have now, just a little bit more contrasting, I would say.
Would you like to know the difference between a male and female wildebeest? You can ask me questions like this in real time. Our safaris are live and interactive here in the heart of Africa. Join me on Safari Live and connect with nature.
Out here, every wild moment counts, and as a Wild Earth explorer, you won't miss a thing.
Incredible.
Watch the Wild Earth channel ad-free 24/7 and rewind if you want to catch something again. Enjoy behind-the-scenes videos, fireside chats, and early access to travel offers. The best way to stay connected and be part of the Wild Earth family.
Often we'll see this heron slowly lower its head. It's almost like you don't even notice it lowering it until it's just above the water, about to take its stab at whatever it wants to get to. Well, while this heron hunts, let's head over to some elephants at Tembe. Well, Ella, we're now in KZN. I can see very clearly the weather that you're experiencing, also overcast. Although I don't know if it's raining here at Tembe, but very much in that sort of region in terms of the weather that it may experience today. But lovely to see these two coming down, still needing a drink. Nice to see these boys having a little bit of an interaction. Definitely testing each other's strength. Wow, this is awesome. Well, this is fascinating, isn't it? I love how they all have appeared. I know that they were here just now, but seems like more of them have come out, and it does seem like there's a bit of a standoff happening, that there's a bit of a chat, all standing in a circle. Who's going to make the first move? And this is so typical for elephant bulls to be showing this behavior, especially here at Tembe, where there are so many that hang out in this spot together. You can see those two now also having a bit of a tussle. I like that word, tussle. Looks like everyone's found their space and is now all deciding to come down, maybe have a drink. It's interesting as well to see how much the grass has, of course, changed colour, but also gotten very, very short. Woolly neck stalk on the move. These two boys are still doing their thing. VC, I know elephant behavior, I mean, it fascinates us all. We were actually chatting about it on Drive yesterday, all of us commenting on what we find the most fascinating about elephant behavior. There's so many aspects and different things that stands out to different people. One can talk about, I personally love their playful behavior. It fascinates me, the relationship between a mom and a baby. There's also the knowledge aspect, how they remember things, their emotional intelligence that they carry with them is also so incredibly fascinating. Recycled teenager, I know you're wondering about newborn babies feeding and that they seem too small to reach mom's sort of mammary glands, which are in between her front legs, but they make a plan. I've seen it before and it's just within reach, especially considering that those mammary glands do swell when they are carrying milk and those teats become quite elongated, and that does help the little one reach. And our resident Willie next door here at Tempe as well. Normally, actually, quite a few of them. There is often at least 4. But I suppose they're also moving around a bit more with the season being what it is. Needing to maybe spread out, find food elsewhere.
For years, we've shared virtual wildlife. Now, let's experience it for real. I'm Lauren Arthur, and I'd love to show you my amazing home here in the Greater Kruger of South Africa. This 5-night journey is an exclusive connection to my piece of untamed Africa. I live here in these gorgeous landscapes surrounded by epic wildlife. The wild is calling, so come and join me.
My full name is Cedric Leslie Dold. I grew up mostly here in the Lowveld. I grew up here pretty much on the southern side of Kruger National Park, a place called Marlow Park, for most of my years. Something surprising about myself, I did play drums in a band for many years. Best sighting I presented, we found Palumba and the 2 cubs, and the cubs are just way big.
Some ellies that we're approaching now.
The light on her as well is absolutely gorgeous.
So we are going to enjoy the rest of this sunset.
Wow, this is absolutely crazy.
And thank you for joining us. For myself and Cam, we will see you next time.
Well, it's nice to see these boys having a good time. They're the one on the right doing a bit of sand bathing. There was some that were bumping heads a little bit. Oh, that one looks like it's chasing off the other one. They're quite evenly matched, those two there, very similar in size. It's like a shower, isn't it? It's so effective the way they can throw that sand on themselves. It's like it perfectly distributes over the back. It seems like great sand, this sand around this waterhole here at Tempe. Like it's the perfect consistency for sand bathing. Not too coarse, quite fine, able to stay on the body and really sort of stick to all of the sort of little wrinkles that are maybe have some moisture in. It's quite fine sand, it looks like, the way it falls so evenly. Leandra, so that's such an interesting question. Yes, they are. There's a place actually in KwaZulu-Natal that is a Big Five reserve, but it incorporates the coastline, and elephants have been seen on the beach in that area. It's the area around a place called Cape Vidal. Not necessarily that they're on the beach all the time, but I do think that it's a very unique sort of it's a wetland park, and it's got the St. Lucia Lake as part of it, and it's a fascinating place, brilliant for birding. I had an amazing time there earlier this year, but it also is known for animal viewing, as well as where the leatherbacked and the turtles come, loggerheads, that's the name I'm thinking of, come to nest along the beaches. So it is a protected area. Oh wow, look at that one leaning forward. Looked like it was doing some upward facing dog there, yoga pose. Penelope, lovely to hear from you and have you on board. You're also joining us from a wet KZN on the north coast. It seems like the first bit of rain is arriving in that part of South Africa. It does seem like spring is definitely here, and the first bit of rain is coming for the areas that experience summer rainfall. Morgan, so that's such an interesting question, and it is the reason why they are basically between dassies or hyraxes and elephants. So it first of all has to do with the dental structure, both having tusks that are placed, and then also their foot structure is very much the same, which is part of the link between the two of them. And another feature that they share is that they both have internal testicles, which is something that is also quite particular to them. All right, well, some elephants have arrived somewhere else, so let's go see them. Wow, look at this. I was hoping that we'd get a herd around the water. I think that was the quickest drink ever. My word. Maybe they're moving off so quickly because others are on their way, potentially. But still nice to see the dust and hear all the sounds. Maybe the matriarch prefers to be a little bit further away from over here. Round that they weren't happy with. Mayesh, hello, yes, good afternoon. It is a beautiful sighting to just enjoy here. Oh, look at the little one. It's always so cute when they try to sit and play around on the bank. Just saw it popping out there on the right. I'm sure we'll see it again. There we go. Going up to Mom. My name is Amy, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently.
Even a hyena coming into the action as well now. Oh my word! She's stalking the hyena now. Leopard, hyena, lion, all together in one shot. Oh! Woo! This is action-packed. My full name is Cedric Leslie Dold. The best driver at Wild Earth, it is me. I believe I'm the best driver. I think so, because I've... best part of my job, I say, is just to try and look out for these animals, track them down. I love tracking animals. I love looking for, fresh tracks, and if you can find them, it's just at the moment of accomplishment. If I wasn't a presenter for Wild Earth, I would be the drummer for AC/DC.
Every month, something wild lands in your inbox. From rare sightings and behind-the-scenes secrets to expert stories, seasonal changes, and exclusive travel opportunities, the Wild Earth Journal is your free monthly mailer, packed with the magic of the wild straight from the field. It's fun, it's free, it's full of surprises. Sign up now on the Wild Earth website.
Lucy, you want to know at what age will an elephant calf develop its tusks? So we start seeing those first little white dots appearing on a young elephant at around the age of 2 years old, maybe just a little bit younger than that, and then they develop from there. So once they are sticking out a little bit more, then that's about 3 years, and they get longer, 4 years, 5 years, and so goes the length of the tusk, generally speaking. So it's about from the age of 2, but before that they are growing within the skin, coming out from the jaw. So even though we don't necessarily see them, they will be growing beforehand and developing. Basically from when they're born already, they'll be there and just waiting for the time to come out. But when we start to notice them is from about the age of 2. Penelope, that's exactly where I'm talking about. Cape Vidal is part of the Isimangaliso, and yeah. Sort of wild animals that we see, but it is such a beautiful place and a real special one at that. And just like speaking of special, to see these elephants playing around is so cute. So you see that little one there with its tusks just coming out. That elephant is about 3 to 4 years old, I would say, somewhere in between. Actually, both of those little ones. And you can just see that those tusks have a little bit of length on them already. Yes, wild at heart. Beautiful to hear the red knob. I haven't heard them call in a while, so very nice to hear that they are around. This is just a beautiful scene. Wow. Got some Egyptian geese there too. I'm glad that the elephants decided to stick around a bit longer. I was very disappointed when I saw them all disappearing so quickly. But I think, oh, the one on the left there looks like it's about to do the splits. A bit unevenly standing. Well, it's always lovely to see them moving away, doing their sand bathing thing, that little one as well. Diane, you're watching from Cape Town. You love seeing the little babies. That is wonderful. I think we do as well. While they move off, let's head up to Kenya. Well, this is always such a beautiful scene, isn't it? My goodness, now that the elephant is gone and we've got so much life around. Stripes, spots, beigey colours, lots of bird life as well. Can hear some oxpeckers around too, that sort of drip, drip. My name is Amy, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently.
At Wild Earth, we believe every story has the power to create change. That's why we've launched the Wild Earth Impact Foundation, a non-profit dedicated to conservation and social impact. By showcasing conservation stories, we can change lives, protect nature, and empower communities. We have partnered with Empowers Africa to accept tax-deductible donations from US donors. Your donation will help fund critical programs that support our mission. Join us and be part of the change.
Hyenas love bathing.
Erica, so that's such an interesting question in terms of how long elephant cows will nurse their young. It's typically around 3 years, but depending on how soon she has her next baby, it can be all the way till 5 or 6 years old. I've definitely seen some young elephants that should not be trying to suckle anymore based off of their size, but they do still try their luck as old as that. Interesting how the busyness of the waterhole has definitely quietened down. But it goes in waves sometimes, more come and more go depending, I think, on the time of day. And sort of the ebb and flow as things go here at the waterhole. Nice to see an impala that's come out too. Lovely to hear so many birds calling. Still waiting for the superb starlings to make an appearance again here at Il Dogno. They are so beautiful. As well as straw-tailed widers. I'd love to see them around again soon too. All right, well, lovely to spend some time here at the beautiful Ordonyo. Let's head over to some hippos at Camelthorne. It's nice to see them around here again, including some little ones. My word. Lots of noise as well. Interesting to see them out of the water. I know lots of the time we think that hippos just sit and wallow all day, but they do actually enjoy the sun. I don't know if an animal enjoys the sun more. They are real sunbathers. They love to lie and warm up and then head into the water when they feel they need to cool down or give their skin a bit of protection. And they also like to lie really close together, which I also find very interesting because of just the body heat factor, but it doesn't seem to bother them. Always cute to see a little one, and that little one's actually quite big already. A newborn hippo is one of the cutest things in the entire world, and it seems like there are a few little shoots of something growing out there which they may be trying to nibble on.
Oh, wow.
Chidzana natsi marantumbuluko.
What does it take to handle the wild? Balance. Determination. Focus.
Yaku.
And gear that can take a beating so you don't have to.
Dihamba ehlathini elikhulu, diphula-phula amazwi omoya, indlovu zilula ngengoma, livakala phezulu.
Some of you out there are brilliant at identifying hyenas.
Now, why do you think people have got this huge misunderstanding about reptiles?
Right in front of me there was the face of an astounded buffalo bull.
This is live and interactive, so everybody, if you have any questions and comments, please do send them through and let us know what you'd like.
Recycled teenager, I know, fascinating stuff, but I believe that the way that hippos are related to whales was all worked out by scientists studying the DNA and realizing that they most likely shared a common ancestor, and one group, which were now hippos, stayed terrestrial but were still largely water-based, except for this family here who clearly like the land very, very much, but most of the time. And then the others being whales and permanently adapted to live under the water. So very interesting, but that was a more recent discovery in terms of the history of everything. So that is why they are considered to be related to one another. Can still hear the zebras calling in the background. Yesterday, wow, there were a lot of zebras here. Hundreds of them by the looks of things. Ishmael, I know that is exactly what I was referring to, that sometimes we don't think of hippos being out in the day, but in terms of what animals are or are not supposed to do, you know, we can observe and record behavior, and more likely than not, they do spend time in the water. But if it is a cooler day today, or even if it's quite warm, hippos do spend time out the water. I've seen many, many pods of them hanging out sunbathing on the banks and then returning to the water when they feel like it, really. But for the most part, we do associate them with being in the water in the day, but they don't always follow those rules. As I like to say, the animals don't read the textbooks, we do. So they do come out in the day as well. Deb, hello, lovely to have you joining us today, and thanks for asking. I'm doing well. I'm feeling very relaxed. It was, I must be honest with you all, it was very nice to wake up this morning and not have that alarm go off at 4:30. So that was a treat. It always is like that at the beginning of sort of just after you finish a stint on live drives. So I'm doing very well. Thank you, Deb, for asking. I appreciate that. I know, Penelope, zebra is so lovely, and we're hearing them so much here, as well as a location not far from here, also in Botswana, one of the newer places. We're hearing them call a lot. I was saying yesterday that sometimes, not now, but there were some calls that they were making that sounded very much like a howling dog on occasion. But maybe that's just me. Well, while these hippos sunbathe away, let's head over to an elephant at Tau. Wow, isn't that beautiful?
The Wild Earth Impact Foundation is a non-profit that uses the power of wildlife storytelling as a force for good. We create sustainable development projects that showcase conservation stories, empower people, and inspire environmental action. As a registered South African PBO, you can make a tax-deductible donation to the Wild Earth Impact Foundation. To find out more, visit our website.
I get to wake up every morning and go out there and look for cats. I get to create my everyday safari for myself. I grew up in the sort of central eastern suburbs of Johannesburg, fully qualified trails guide and a fully qualified nature conservationist. I love the wild places. I love being in the wilderness. It's probably one of the best jobs I've ever had and probably ever could have.
Greatest wildlife spectacle on planet Earth. We'll see you there. Can you hear that? The wild is calling.
Wow, I feel like these ducks just lined up for the picture here with this elephant in the background. He is so majestic, isn't he? It's nice. It feels like he wasn't too hot. I don't know if he's planning on doing some more splashing. Oh wow, look at all the wildebeest and impalas in the background too. I would have expected him to maybe do a little bit more mud throwing than what he has done. Maybe he's still getting to it. There's no rush. Oh, thank you, Recycle Teenager. I hope you enjoyed the show today. It was great to have these 2 days back at the waterhole with you all. And yeah, I look forward to being back in just over a week or so. But we've had a lovely time, lots of different things, even seeing a penguin along the way. But definitely the elephant herd coming down here was my favorite. It's a pleasure, Penelope. I do hope everyone enjoyed their time at the waterhole, that it was nice and relaxing, that everyone has calmed down after the rugby, if that was something that you watched this morning. And yes, we do get to, well, you all get to do it again tomorrow. The show will of course be back the same time, 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. Central African time. The perfect scene to actually finish off our show today with this elephant slowly moving away. VC, thank you so much. I appreciate your well wishes, and also yes, Tadiwa directed the show today. She did a wonderful job, so a big thank you to her as well. I always miss the Wild Earth family when I'm away for a little bit, but I was just saying to her how I'm looking forward. It's so nice to be able to leave and look forward to coming back in not too long time. And working with the team again, some different faces around, so that's going to be lovely. Yeah, Mr. Elliot, was a super quick 2 hours. Lots to see today, lots happening, especially up in Kenya. My goodness, it was so busy. And it's always nice when there's a lot of action in different places to be able to hang out and watch and just spend time with the animals at the waterhole. And it looks like we are ending off the show exactly how we started it, with these white-faced whistling ducks and some red-billed teals in the background there. Real full circle show today. I love it. Well, everybody, the time has come for me to say goodbye. So thank you for all of your comments and questions today, for all the chats we had. And I hope that you all keep well. And I will see you all again in a little while. But until then, be safe, keep well. And I hope you have a pleasant day or evening ahead, depending where you are in the world. Goodbye, everyone.